Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Toss play, Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Got it.
Breeze now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Ajayi. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with Ajayi. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and the good defensive.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
21. 36.
Breeze now on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And Jeffrey's got it. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now it's Ajayi. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll set up a throw. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll...
Game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready. 21. Waiting.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
180. Go.
Here's Foles. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier. We had some odd games in Week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida, and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You've got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish when all was said and done. Normally we do a game in 3.5 or less. That's unbelievable. So great stamina for the fans, great stamina for the players. And how about our colleagues in the announce booth? Great stamina for them as well.
Indeed. Longest game in NFL history. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Dancing away at the 30, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no. Gain, and it brings up second down. First throw now for the backup Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Black. Ram. Corky, 82 Corky.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Black, come on. There we go, black. 20!
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Breeze picked off by his former teammate Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get him down here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught by Aguilar. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 68 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. This will be taken very short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Breeze now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready? 13. 21, 21, 21. 11. 95, 56.
Breeze is looking to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.